And I would like to welcome y'all to another episode of Finesse Your Feelings, where your feelings are about to get finesse.
Your feelings will get finesse.
Hey. Damn.
Damn.
Damn. Ooh.
They get finesse.
Finesse. Ooh.
They get
Damn. Ooh. Today we got some special guests with us here today, but as usual, simply Chris, KD, Rum, L. Santana.
You
know it.
My special guest. I'm gonna start from my right. Introduce yourself, sir.
Okay, it's your boy Bump, aka Genuine Self.
okay?
Guest in the back, holla at me.
It's your boy Plummer.
Yeah,
Guest on my left, talk to him.
The one and only Daddy Rich in the building.
man.
All right.
All right.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all fellas. Y'all look like the Wu-Tang right now.
We gotta protect your neck.
All right.
Yeah, he protecting his
What
neck.
we hitting on today?
Hey, look, protecting necks all over the world.
All over the world. But we got a real conversation for y'all today. It's gonna be a more serious topic. Of course, you know, jokes here and there, but
Yeah, we gotta touch on something. You know what I'm saying? We got to teach a little bit. We got to teach our finesse.
Each
show
one
fellas,
teach
you know
one.
What I'm saying?
You know,
so look, we gonna definitely make sure that y'all very well entertained. We got daggone Daddy Rich over here, Rich Daddy,
sure,
Rich
for
Daddy
sure.
Dollars. You know what I'm saying? And then we gonna make sure everybody get their shit off. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
you know what
sir.
I'm saying?
So today we got a topic of, you know, the actual lifestyle of being in prison, institutionalized, like being able to come from doing, you know, whatever your bid was, however many years you were sentenced to come to the lifestyle, you know, when you're released. How do you adapt to that? How do you even, you know, ponder and get yourself to a point where you hit the ground and start
you just
running?
hit the ground running.
You know?
I mean, man, you do hard time, bruh.
And force yourself to not do something else to get yourself back into the, you know, into the clink, because it's like, you got to think, when you get institutionalized, a lot of your rights and a lot of opportunities get taken from you.
Yes, sir. And they don't play fair in them systems, bro.
You feel, a lot of people look at you differently because, you know, like your character is almost destroyed. You know, so how do you go from that to being able to adapt to today's society and hit the ground running?
Well, I think it is kind of hard at first. Like I remember, like when I first came from penitentiary, I did 6 years.
Okay.
So I took a trade, electrical trade. So when I get out, you know, I'm electrical helper certified.
Okay.
So I'm looking at all these jobs online, calling. They like, oh yeah, we hiring right on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
But as soon as I get there with my certification, and then they say, oh, you was a convicted felony. Oh, we'll give you a call.
Right.
But it's like, well, damn, I thought y'all were just hiring on the spot. But now that you find out I'm a convicted felony, I'm gonna give you a call. So then it's like, don't nobody want to hire you. So it's like, do I go back to what I know? You know what I mean? Rather, whatever you was doing, whether you was, you know, robbing, selling drugs, whatever, you know, it's like, don't nobody want to give you a chance.
Do you think it's because just in this situation, you know, because there's different situations out there, but just in this situation, do you think it's because where the jobs are located? Like,
No.
I know a lot in this area, a lot of high-paying jobs are located on base.
No, not even. And then I look at it like, because I know for me, like, I think a person getting out the system is going to grind harder than a person with no record. Because I know for me, it was like, once I got my opportunity, I'm talking about I was grinding so hard because I knew I ain't had too many choices. So
Okay.
I couldn't mess up. You feel what I'm saying? So I got in there and I did everything the right way. I was grinding. I would never forget. I'm making $10 an hour, and I'm talking about everybody looking at me like, man, why are you working that hard? Like, you only make $10 an hour. And I'm just like, first of all, I don't got too many options. I can't mess this up.
Right.
I mean, but then how did that make you feel Cause I mean, you know, I know a lot of people that get out and they just be like, "Yo, I can't make a way. I can't do shit." I mean, I'm gonna pass it to you, right?
Okay.
So, like, well, one, have you done time before?
Yes.
Okay,
I
so
How much time you do?
yeah, how much time did you do?
I did 20 years, 7 months.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So the fact that when you got out, how
did you adapt? First of all,
so when you got out, was it harder for you to adapt and to like, cause you hear what Cuz is saying, like, yo, it was just like you go up to a job and like they see the resume, but once they see that F on you, they like, yo,
Yeah.
turn you around.
Yeah, exactly. See, for me, it was more of my mental state. You know what I'm saying? I focused on my mental first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I worked on that heavily. You know what I'm saying? So I knew I had to be strong, minded, determined. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about hella focus. You know what I'm saying? So I already knew I set my mind up for the nose and the door closing in my face by me having this felony on my record. You know what I'm saying? Felonies. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, I come out here with a determined mind state. And it also helped to have a decent support system too. That definitely helped my transition.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about in a smooth way. You know what I'm saying? But even without that, I you know what I'm saying, train my mind to say, okay, I'm coming out here with no help at all. You know what I'm saying? So I got to be determined. You know what I'm saying? Big ambition, all that. You know what I'm saying? And get ready for the nose. And that's what I'm ready for. You know what I'm saying? So
It's like you had to prepare yourself for the nose. For what? I mean, I know for what. But it's like, to me, when I ask that question, it's like, yo, why do you, if you did your time,
okay.
why do you have to prepare yourself for the nose when you?
because it's like you continuously being punished for something that you've
I
already
mean,
served your time.
And again,
for.
that's what I'm saying though. But it's like, if you did your time, why do you have to prepare yourself for the nose when you did your time? You did what you had to do. Yeah, you got caught, and what you did was quote unquote wrong. But it's like, why do you mentally have to prepare yourself for the nose?
Well, first of all, the system was already set up. The system set up for us to feel the way. The felons were put in place for us. You know what I'm saying? So we already was set up for failure. You know what I'm saying? So getting out and looking at the nose and the doors closed, you know what I'm saying? This was already part of the system. You know what I'm saying? They want them doors to be revolving doors. They don't want you to come out to do good. They want you to go back in. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause this is what keeps their system running. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you that you say that, right? Because I was talking to somebody the other day, and we was talking about how it's designed. Like the politicians make more money for people to be in jail. If you're not, if it's not populated, if it's not population in jail, nobody gets money.
Crime pays.
Yeah.
Right.
But do you know what they tell you when you getting released?
What is it?
You'll be back. And when I came home the first time, and I'll never forget, the dude told me, you'll be back. And I said, no, I won't. 6 months later, guess where I was at?
Back.
6 months, I was right back.
Did you look back? When you left out, did you look back?
No.
Right.
When I came home the second time, I was like, I gotta change because I can't make this a revolving door. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I got to do something different. Cause like literally when I went back, I just felt so small. I'm sitting in that cell and I'm looking up in the ceiling like, man, how I end up right back in this situation?
Right.
That's what I was about to say. Cause when y'all saying y'all stories, that shit sound like it's demoralizing. Like, what mind frame y'all actually feel when y'all feel like demoralized? Cause like you said, 6 months you was back in there. You said you felt small. So what motivated y'all for the second time around? Like, what motivated you to get hit the ground running?
Because I knew I wasn't trying to be working like a slave for 17 cents an hour. Feel what I'm saying? Like, they make you get out your bed. You get in trouble for sleeping back under your sheet. You feel what I'm saying? They tell you when you can use the phone. They tell you when you can eat. They tell you when you got to go to sleep. I'm grown, but they telling me, hey, you got to cut these lights off. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm grown.
Crazy.
Or even if somebody pass away, it's like, if I'm in the hole, we on lock. You can't even talk to your loved ones. You feel what I'm saying? Like,
man, that's crazy as hell.
Man, that shit sound like the book of Destruction of a Black Civilization. How they just depict the black man, break him down to your weakest point, and you don't got nothing but your mental. And then your mental, that shit crazy.
They were designed for the breaking. But when you locked up, man, you know what I'm saying? You can't wait till you get out to change.
Nope.
No.
You can't wait to get out to say what you're not gonna do and what
Right.
you ain't gonna do. Everything start within. You know what I'm saying? The day you go in that motherfucker, the day you just got to start figuring out what you gonna do
Yup.
when you get out of here.
Most definitely.
But how you gonna get through this? If you with all the bull crap, then that's what you're gonna end up doing. I tell the dude, listen, man, you came in with nothing, don't leave out with nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because once you leave out with nothing, that means you coming back.
Yup.
Because you don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? You think hustling and moving drugs or doing whatever you're doing is the way. It ain't the way. You know what I'm saying? Some people say this all I know. No, this all you want to know. This ain't all you know. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't allow yourself to grow to learn nothing new. You know what I'm saying? You keep thinking y'all getting there. We get in there. We listen to all the glorious, all on glorify these stories. You know what I'm saying? It sounds good to say you had this, you had that. You know what I'm saying? But it don't matter now. You don't got nothing. Everybody here got the same goddamn thing. The same gray sweatsuits. And goddamn the same Reebok sneakers. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Everybody got the same thing.
But then I got a question. I got a question on top of that. So it's like with the stigma of the prison system and the way that shit work out. How do you think that stigma changes shit?
You got to change it.
You said so. We got to change it.
Yeah, you have to change it. You have to change the narrative. You have to break that curse. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but if you're trained for X amount of years to get shit off, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the thing is, I ain't letting them train me. You know what I'm saying? I have to abide by their rules, but I ain't let them train me to be this way. You know what I'm saying? I thought out the box. I know I got to do this time, so doing this time, I'm under their rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna stop me from learning the things I need to know and how I can further my growth and development. You know what I'm saying? So when I do make this transition, getting out of here, you know what I'm saying? I know it's where I'm going. I know where I've been at. I know where I came from. So where I'm going, that's what you got to determine. Where you going from here? You know what I'm saying? Because we'd have been through the trenches and the struggles. You know what I'm saying? And now we still trying to escape. What always been a place upon is this mental death and change, this change on our mental. You know what I'm saying? Because they got us believing all we know is where we came from. That's all we know. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be that drug dealer. If you're gonna be that ball player, or you know what I'm saying, or you're gonna be that rapper. That's it. You know what I'm saying? That's all they want you to think you can be. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
in the prison system, man, you know what I'm saying? I look at the prison as all you can be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
In the prison, you can be all you want to be in the prison. You know what I'm saying? But prison is a place of higher learning. You know what I'm saying? Prison is a place of higher learning. You can learn a lot in prison. You can learn to speak Spanish. You know what I'm saying? You can learn, like you say, you got electric.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, like, what programs are there to actually make you, develop yourself into a person? So when you do get out, now you got something that you can hold on to and say, all right, well, I did this. Let me use this towards what I want to do in life.
To be honest with you, man, you got people that go in there and go to college.
Yeah.
I mean, you can get the same thing you get on the street. You can get in there it's people in there getting their masters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, high school diploma, whatever.
So I mean, okay, so again, I'm hearing all this shit that could go on in the systems or whatever, right? So it's like if you're getting all this information, the schooling, all the information that y'all need, but then when y'all get out and y'all getting the door slammed in y'all face, and then y'all serve the time, that's what always made me just wonder, what's the point in even going into prisons and getting all these certifications and stuff like that? But when you go out there and you getting the door slammed in your face, then what was the point of me even getting that in the first place? I served my time, I did what I had to do,
But it don't stop right there because you got a door shut. You know what I'm saying? It don't stop right there. You know what I'm saying? You still got to keep pushing, regardless of how things turn out. You still got to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Because one person say no, two person no, don't mean a third person gonna say no. You know what I'm saying? But it don't stop there. See, most dudes use that for an excuse. I went to 2 job interviews and they turned me down. You know what I'm saying? That's why I went back to the streets. Nah, you went back to the streets because that's what you wanted to go.
Right.
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
I came
but it's
home-
like-
that was
anyways.
an excuse.
I
You know what I'm
came
saying?
home September 5th, 2009. I ain't get no job until May 21st, 2010. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking about, I remember getting up every morning. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning, on the dot, 6 o'clock in the morning, and I go look in newspapers. I'll call around, and I'll go to the beach, the Norfolk, the Chesapeake, the Suffolk, whoever. Everybody telling me, yeah, we had on the spot, get there. Oh, we give you a call. And when I never forget, when I got that call from IES Commercial, and I'm talking to the dude, and I'm like, you know what I mean? I'm like, look, man, if you give me a chance, I promise you ain't gonna regret it. He told me to come in the office. I got the job, and I ain't never looked back. You know, I worked my way all the way up to a supervisor. You feel what I'm saying? Like, and
But
I
that's
ain't
just
never
crazy
looked
that you
back.
got to beg when you qualify for something.
I don't think it's necessarily begging. I think it's more along the lines of
You gotta prove yourself.
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
you gotta-
reassuring
I guess
you
it's-
gotta re- go
because
through
it's,
the whole
it's kind of
process.
like credit. It's kind of like credit, bro. Like
Yeah.
you know, if I got a score of a 520, are you gonna finance me this Ferrari?
And you know, I understand.
Why the fuck would I want a Ferrari, bro?
I mean, I'm just saying, like,
But see, that's
you know.
that's what I'm saying. I understand it. So I knew that I had to do everything like me. I got all my civil rights back. I got my gun rights back. I got everything, but I had to do that on my time. You feel what I'm saying? So now I can go anywhere. I can go on any base and work. You feel what I'm saying? But that's just the individual, I guess, because everybody ain't gonna take that time out to go do what they need to do.
Yeah, because a lot of them don't
Right?
allow
Can we
themselves the chance.
can we tap on into that real quick?
A lot of them don't allow themselves the chance
You go ahead.
to do different things. You know what I'm saying? To see how far they can go. You know what I'm saying? Some get cut short and go back to what they
But
want
you
to
know
do.
why, though, G? That's the mental change that's on the brain. You know what I'm saying? Cause like you got to understand or want better for yourself.
Yeah.
So you got to learn, you got to study, you got to read. You know what I'm saying? To make self better. If you don't want to make yourself better, or if you don't even know how to make yourself better, you know what I'm saying? You got to surround yourself with that type of things. You know what I'm saying? You got to want it. You got to know.
And that's the thing. Surrounding yourself with positive people.
Yeah.
With people that want the same thing you want. And the same things you want, they want. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That I had to change my whole crap.
But then
You
I
know what I'm saying?
got a question to put on top of that, because again, when it comes to certain situations, a lot of people are not afforded or have the opportunity to be put around positive situations. When most people
Okay.
get out,
You don't. It ain't you putting yourself in situations like you have to put yourself in them places.
but again,
you know what I'm saying?
but yo, when
You
you
make
get
that
out,
decision.
when you get out, how many people got the opportunity to go to a nice neighborhood?
It ain't a point of going to a nice.
Everybody have that same opportunity. You know what I'm saying?
So what you're saying
some
is it
people
should be
don't.
something that you
Yeah,
start
no,
while
you-
you're still in.
you have-
and start to get your brain
Most definitely,
acclimated to
most
being
definitely.
outside instead
that's-
of waiting
yeah,
to
yeah.
that
Most
moment that
definitely.
you
But
get
I'm just
Most
outside.
saying,
definitely.
I'm just
That's where we
saying,
was at. You know what I'm saying? Everything start in there.
Yeah.
So hold
You
on.
can't
so
wait till you get out the chain.
So
you
But
got
that's
to
what I'm
change
saying.
that in
Get your
there.
mentality
G.
right
So
before
what-
you get out.
Exactly.
That way
So
you
start
got-
to your man first and
hold
foremost.
on, everybody, hold on, one at a time, please.
So, well, what you saying is, how do I prepare myself to get in that nice neighborhood? Is that what
I'm
you
just,
asked?
yeah, I mean, exactly, because again, most people cannot prepare themselves to be put in that environment. Some
Wow.
people don't even have the mental capacity to be like, yo, and I'm just speaking in general. I'm not speaking like, yo, you got, like, some people just cannot be like, yo, I got to go here and figure it out.
I got a question for your question.
Okay.
Do you think that putting yourself in a nice home and being in that suburban outlet technically is better than the urban outlet? Because I feel like in both situations there's problems.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah,
People get killed in the hood. People get killed in the
In the
Beverly Hills.
suburbs.
Yeah,
People
You
get
know.
robbed in Beverly Hills. People
Yeah.
get robbed in the hood.
But okay, let's take the hood or suburban element out. I'm just talking about putting yourself in a pot. Like, yo, I can be in the suburbs but still be in a negative situation.
Oh yeah.
Right.
But I'm saying,
Facts.
how can you put yourself in a positive? Because, like, again, when you went to jail, right? Most people could be in the suburbs, but being like the reason they was in the suburbs and got in a negative situation
The law of attraction.
because they was in that negative situation. But when they get out, they still got to go back to the negative situation because that's all they had.
Yeah, but first
I
thing
think-
first and last thing last. Self-preservation. you got to make sure you good.
Okay.
You got to work on you first. You got to get to know who you are. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? See, a lot of times people don't look within themselves to find themselves. You know what I'm saying? To make sure that when they make this transition, they going on the right path.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You got to change within. You know what I'm saying? Cause a lot of times when dudes locked up, you know what I'm saying, they adapt to that environment, you know what I'm saying, but they still doing the same thing they'll be doing in the street. They just ain't in the street. You see what I'm saying? Because not everything that's going on out in the street is going on in the prison too.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying? The prison ain't changed. You know what I'm saying? You got to change. Because the same, you got drugs and everything in the prison.
Everything.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You got the CO females, you know what I'm saying, selling their body. You know what I'm saying? You got CO females getting with inmates, you know what I'm saying, getting a relationship with inmates. Everything still goes. You know what I'm saying? You just got to make that change. Because you still want to be a part of this environment, you know what I'm saying? You still want to be a product of your environment, you know what I'm saying? If you don't change that, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be stuck.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
right.
Because what you're doing in there, what you came from and came in with, you're going to leave back out the same way. You know what I'm saying? You got. I changed all my friends and that shit. I changed all my look. I don't do much out there. I'm on the basketball court, the weight pile, and studying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was doing. Because I know I got 13 years to do. You know what I'm saying? I know when I leave out of here, I don't know what I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know what can happen, but I got to be prepared though. If I go out here right, majority of the time I'm gonna go out here and do right. You see what I'm saying?
But again, you are to me when I hear that you're rare.
Yeah,
But I throw that. But then I throw that out there again. We talking about rare percentages of stuff. So
Yeah,
let's
but the way
talk.
I-
But then let's talk. Let's talk to
The masses.
the masses. Because
But okay, listen to this. The way I was living out there, you know what I'm saying? If you guys knew me, you'd be like, damn, that mother did a 360 for real.
okay,
Because
but
I
again,
was
we
deep in
talking
the
about
streets.
a rare person. If
Like,
we
so
on,
compare-
if we're out here, like again, because this is a platform that I'm like, yo, we should definitely teach one.
Yeah, you just
it's
wanna
like,
teach one.
So it's like when it comes to your story, how can you flip it to the masses or the higher percentage
That's not
of people
doing what you're
that's
doing, that doesn't
like
think
they
how
just
you
don't
think.
understand, like, yo, like, fuck it, I'm just gonna fucking do the shit.
I'ma get back out here and do what I was doing.
Like, cause to me, look, when I hear the story, right, and that I'm gonna speak from a masses person. To me, it sounds like you're glorifying it. Now, that again, I'm just speaking on the masses side. I know you personally, but if I'm just hearing it on YouTube, I'm like, yo, he's telling me, yo, XYZ. He ain't teaching me shit. He just telling me like, yo, I'm the shit. I don't want to hear that shit.
Were you building up your commissary while you were in there? That way you had
I mean,
money
I'm
when you
just,
got out?
That's what you perceiving?
yeah, that's what no, not me. Not me.
I don't think they perceive, because what I'm saying is,
Speaking to the mic.
what I'm saying is start with you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know where you came from.
Okay.
You know where you at.
Yeah.
Now you got to put together where you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's how I did mine. I did mine, you know what I'm saying, knowing that I have to change me first. Before I can change anything, I have to change me. I know the things that I want to get into and the things I want to do, I start acting on that. You know what I'm saying? If I can change from hanging around y'all, and I know we all do a lot of negative shit.
Yeah.
If I can change from being around y'all, then that's my first step. You know what I'm saying? Being
Before
on the right path.
Yeah,
You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
So I had to change the people, my surroundings. I had to change that first.
Yeah.
Because when I was locked up, everybody knew me. Everybody was down. We were down. Everybody knew, you know what I'm saying, me from the street. So that made everything for me sweet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But they ain't the route I want to go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So you made it a conscious decision and you found yourself.
Yeah.
And then you advise people to find themselves
Yeah.
in prison or within the situation where it's
I
like, yo,
think-
I can't go back to the situation to fuck up.
I taught the youngers in there too. Look, man, this ain't what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Look at it. Let me tell you something. You want to get knowledge of self?
Mm-hmm.
I can teach you. I can give you these Jews, and you can find yourself, and you'll know from then on, everything's gonna get better for you.
Yeah.
I think everybody
That's what I was about. Hold on, Chris. That's exactly what I was going to ask all of y'all. I was going to. I typed this shit down. Is there more OGs locked up than outside? Meaning like they can't come out. You know, they probably got life or whatever, and they talking to somebody else that actually got a chance, you think there's more OGs inside the school and motherfuckers that got a chance to do a second chance than outside?
Yeah,
That was
I
my
would say that
question.
now.
Can y'all?
Yeah,
Can one
yeah.
of y'all answer?
Yeah, I would say yeah. You know, and far as, you know, teaching the youth or anybody else, like the masses, because like I said, I was once part of that masses. So, you know, like I said, I wanted to change. You got to want to change, or also see that change. You know what I'm saying? Saying that I wanted to be that change. So, okay, now I'm giving the masses something to see. So, come they ask me questions like the old school. You know what I'm saying? The OG Ray Hill. You know, he a living example now. So and everybody know how he once was. So it's like, damn man, how you change like that? They gonna ask the question like, damn man, I remember you was. Oh, now you, man, how could I get that? You know what I'm saying? They gonna ask the question.
Right.
So just keep being the example, G. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's my mentality. Just be the example. So when the youth do come and ask those questions, or if you just give it to them, if you're a mentor type of person, okay, just live by that example and give it to them as you know what I'm saying. Because you can't get to everybody. Just get to the ones that you close by.
I think everybody has a sense of at least run past everybody's mind at least once. Okay, I can either do this and take this path, or I can say fuck it and keep doing what I'm doing. I feel like that runs at least. I'm sure just asking. Have that ran past any of y'all mind while y'all was incarcerated. Like, okay, I can continue to do this and be on the same stuff I was on, or I can be like, you know what? It's time for me to grow. Let me go ahead and switch up what I got going on and move my chess piece here. That way, I'm in a whole different direction.
Well, I know for
let me add
me,
a little bit to what Chris was saying, because I wanted to go off of what you were talking about, G, as far as like when you got in, you were already in your comfort zone because everybody already knew you in there. Like, to add to what you're saying, how do you break when you know you're going to be doing a long bid and you're already in your comfort zone? How do you break your mentality and get away from your comfort zone while you're in there? Because it's easy to fall right back into it and stay chill. How do you start getting your mentality to go ahead and already start looking at, all right, well, I'm getting out. Yeah, it's years down the line, but I need to start getting out now.
I came to that realization of wilding out. My first 2 years, I was wilding out my first 2 years.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Going into my third year, I was sitting on the side of my bed and I was like, man, I can't continue this because I got a long way to go. And if I don't get it right now, I ain't gonna get it right later. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I just cut everything out, started studying, got my, came into 5%, got knowledge of self.
Can you explain to the people what 5%ers are?
5% of the nation gods on earth. You know what I'm saying? It's about a way of life. You know what I'm saying? Teach you more about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Who you are. So once I came into the realm of that, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things started opening up. I started understanding a lot of things and why we going through the things we go through. So once I got the understanding of that, you know what I'm saying? I just took off.
Is that only for certain people, or is that for
No,
anybody?
for anybody that want to, you know what I'm saying, change their way of life. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get a grip on yourself, or you want to continue going down that wrong way, because the only right way is your way. It don't matter how nobody else see it. Your way is your way. But it got to come to a point where you got to say, this is enough. You know what I'm saying? I got to make this change.
I mean, but see, to me, right, that's kind of a broad, because it's like, what is enough for you could be different for somebody else.
True.
So it's
True.
like your breaking point is different than somebody else, because it's like if I'm pushing the button, right, and I'm poking the bear, I'm gonna be like, yo, I need to stop poking the bear, but then you got another motherfucker coming right behind you, poking the bear for like, oh, I could do it longer than you, sucker.
That's why I say your way. That's why I
Right.
say your way is your way. You know what I'm saying?
But that doesn't make it right that I could
can't
go
speak.
behind you and say, sucker, I could do it longer than you.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what you feel. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say your way is your way. You know what I'm saying? Because you can lead them over to the water, but don't mean you're gonna drink it. You know what I'm saying? So you know that don't mean it's gonna be that this way of life gonna be for him. You know what I'm saying? But if you indulge in a little bit, you know, I've seen a lot of them indulge and come and get knowledge of self and still go back to what they do. You know what I'm saying? A lot of I seen a lot of them do it in the inside. You know what I'm saying? Start practicing this way of life. You know what I'm saying? Get the mathematics. You know what I'm saying? Get the Jews and everything. And then they know they right here eating pork again. They right here eating this. They doing that. You know what I'm saying? You know they still doing the same thing.
You want that pork chop sandwich, bro? It be good. It be tasty, bro.
But some the how I look at it, a lot of them have they pride is in the way. A lot of them pride in the way.
Ooh, see, that's pride, bro.
A lot of them pride in the way, man.
Yeah. But I mean, what can you
do
do about the pride?
Pride's the devil, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. I just tell them to do. I said, look, man, you ain't got your education, you ain't got no GED or nothing. My man right here been to college. My man got locked up in the 12th grade. These dudes willing to show y'all, help y'all, learn what you need to know to get your GED. With no cost, you know what I'm saying, no charge. And these dudes willing to volunteer their time to show you everything that you don't know or what you need to know so you can get your GED. You know them guys won't come to that table?
I mean, but it's like, to me, sometimes, you know, school, I mean, sure, that's just a whole nother topic, but shit. Me in school is like, you don't really, like, to me, it's like school, if you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. It's like, if some people use this straight hustle mentality and can get it. Ain't dropped out of school in 6th grade.
Yeah, but that's understandable. When you in locked up, achieving your GED in there, man, that's a big accomplishment, man. That's a whole big accomplishment. Achieve your GED or any trade in there. You know what I'm saying? Because you know now you got something to fall back on when you get out there. You got something that you can use to get out there. First person say, you go to this job, they hire you, right? You good at what you do at this job. Then the person comes to you and says, look here, man, we looking to give you supervisor, make you a supervisor or make you a manager. You know what I'm saying? But you know, you got your GED, you graduated. No, I ain't got that. So that's a way of holding you back. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I understand it from that perspective because it's like, and then it's like in prison, if you could get any type of certifications, I mean, I feel like if you're in prison and you just not getting anything, it's like, bro, what is you doing?
That's why you're going out there and get back to the same thing you were doing before you came in.
And that's how you fall back into the system by not even.
I got a question. Is religion heavy in the prison system?
Yeah, most definitely.
It's just like it is. Everything is just like it is on the street.
Where I was at, man, the feds, you're going to be a part of something. Either you're going to be a Christian, you're going to be a Muslim, you're going to be a 5%er, you're going to be a Moor. You're going to be a part of something. You ain't going to float around in that prison and ain't part of nothing. You're going to be a part of something. You're going to be a gang member. You're going to be a part of something in there. That's bottom line. You ain't going to be in there free balling. You know, no. Everybody in there is a part of some type of religion or way of life in there.
So why is it, to me, but that's a problem to me. Because it's like, why do I have to click up to...
Is it a protection type of thing?
A lot of them use it for protection. Some dudes use it for protection.
I mean, I get that part.
Some dudes use it, you know what I'm saying, just to get through the system. You know what I'm saying? And some dudes use it to make that change. You know what I'm saying? You really want to change. You know what I'm saying? Really want to know what they're getting into. They really want to know this. You know what I'm saying? And some of them leave prison and continue this on outside too. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, man, you know what I'm saying? But in there, you're going to be a part of something.
Yeah. And
what do they look at an individual as being a threat or something then?
No, it's not a threat. That's the system.
Yeah, and
like they can't track you as much because you're not part of something. Like, why do you have to be a part of something?
Because listen, let me add on to that. Even if you're a loner, like I had a homeboy, you know what I'm saying, where he really want my homeboy. He's from Petersburg, and you know, he won't part of nothing. He was a loner though, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, he figured out like who he wanted to deal with. When he started dealing with me, I'm in the nation of gods and earth. Everybody automatically thought he was part of the nation of gods and earth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, like, no, he just, and we used to build, add on. He studied with me and all that. You know what I'm saying? So you get in the way of life and you hang around me, so you guilty by association pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So everybody is like, you automatically protected when you with me. Because now you my stick man, you my buddy. Even though, okay, bro, you ain't got to come into the nation of gods and earth, but we adds on every day. You know what I'm saying? So when people see me and see him like, man, yeah, that's your brother, right? He 5% or 2. No, bro, he ain't 5. You know what I'm saying? But in they man, yes, he is. You know what I'm saying? Because he with you every day. He with y'all. He be coming to them ciphers. Yeah, but he ain't take that oath. He ain't step up and say, man, this is what I really want to be. But I like the way y'all building though, so I'm gonna hang around y'all. So he was part of that circle. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be part of somebody's circle. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but that see, and then that goes back
Can
to what
I,
I'm saying. It seems like well, go ahead.
What about you? What about you, Plum? What gravitated you, if you don't mind me asking?
Man, you joining?
Both of them said 5%ers of what they're attached to, like far as either Christianity or gang. Like what you know what I'm saying, you attached to get yourself through and make it through.
I mean, I was messing with the GDs. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, we can leave it like that.
You can leave it at that.
Short and sweet. Yeah, short and sweet.
Yeah, but
Look,
that's your feelings.
but on top of that though, I was.
He was all for growth and development. That's
But
what.
let me say this. I was speaking. I was speaking.
Bro, I got you, bro.
I was speaking. I was speaking from the Fed perspective.
The way he started the sentence, I was like, damn, that might have been a bad question to ask.
Yeah, but look, I was speaking from the Fed point of view, because in the Feds it's different in the state.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're dealing with all walks of life in the Feds. You're dealing with all nationalities in the Feds. That's why I say you're gonna be a part of something in the Feds. Definitely gonna be a part of something. Ain't nobody in the Feds not a part of nothing. They're part of one of them organizations they're a part of.
And to add on to that,
Okay.
even if you don't really join the organizations or Christ or a religion, way of life, whatever. Okay, like when I first got locked up, my homeboys, we was deep. You know what I'm saying? Whatever city you from, Portmore, Suffolk, okay, that's the Suffolk mob. You know what I'm saying? That's the Portmore mob. Okay, you dealing with the Portmore mob, that's your mob. That's what you a part of. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't really getting into nothing or doing it, you know what I'm saying, the negative things that they doing or positive things that they doing, whatever the case may be, man, you associated with that Portsmouth mob.
And then once you go up the road to penitentiary, now it ain't no city, it's you from Tidewater.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So like you said, you're gonna be a part of something. You're gonna be affiliated with something.
Even if you don't claim it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you gonna be something by default, regardless. You gonna
I
be
mean, that's what it sounds like.
Yeah.
That's what it sounds like to me.
In the
Just-
Feds,
For sure.
in the Feds, if you locked up in Petersburg, all the Portsmouth guys hang together. All the Newport News guys hang together. Everybody, wherever you from, that's where you hang at. But if you in Missouri or Kentucky somewhere or Beaumont somewhere, and you from Virginia or you from D.C. or you from Alexandria, wherever you from, now it become the East Coast.
We close
You know what I'm saying? Now we the East Coast. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
I
when I
feel
went to
like-
Missouri, when I went to
From
Missouri,
Florida, I'm from Virginia, but
I
we're
feel
homies.
I mean, I feel like I feel like it's like that when you outside. Cause like, look, when I was in North Carolina, you know what I'm saying? If I tell a motherfucker I'm from the 757, it's like they just gravitate towards me like, oh shit, right? But knowing damn well I ain't hang with y'all when I was in goddamn.
yeah, and that's how it was with me.
757.
And DC don't mess with Virginia dudes,
Nah.
but over in Missouri, now
Everybody
DC
cool,
and
man.
Virginia,
Like,
now
yo,
us. It's all us
now
together.
we homeboys.
Yeah, we homies. You know what I'm saying? But I just care like this. I'm a dolo solo type dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't need y'all. I'm gonna do me regardless. If anything jump out, that's gonna be. That's what it's gonna be. But I know how they cat back home over that side. Y'all don't mess with dudes from Virginia, you know what I'm saying? Y'all DC dudes, you know what I'm saying? But that's where it always be the DC dudes.
But you know,
Beefing
but
with-
I'm gonna ask this question.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna ask this question because this has always been an issue of mine, right? What is the issue with? Cause like, if I'm in Portsmouth, right, and I go again, if I'm in Portsmouth, you don't fuck with me. But if I see you in Florida, you fuck with me. How do we fix that?
That goes back
I'm
to,
asking-
that goes back to like one of the previous episodes where we were talking about, moving to somebody else's neck of the woods
Exactly.
and taking over they
FinesseYourFeelings.com. Go check out them episodes.
Go check it out.
Go ahead, Ob.
Nah, but it's like what you were saying. We were talking about one of the other episodes about how you're trying to, move up and become something different in a different area. So you going into their country area or their city area, and you're trying to still do the same things that you were doing in your area where you're from, but you're trying to impede on their side, their streets, their country, and stuff like that.
Yeah, so then going back to the question again, why is it that we mentally just check out when we amongst our own, but then when we go to a different area, because I see it all the time. Again, I didn't visit, I lived in different areas. Like, I had physical addresses where I was at. And when I lived in those physical addresses, if I told somebody, like, yo, I'm from here, they like, yo, what's up? It's like, bro, I ain't fuck with you back home, bro.
That's true though, bro. Because like even when I got on
You
the
know
ship, bro, we way across the world, bro. I'm in fucking Japan, and you know what I'm saying, I met a couple guys or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm from Portsmouth. They be like, oh yeah, you from Portland? This and third. Well, I'm from Portsmouth. This. Oh, I'm from Virginia Beach. I'm from Norfolk. I'm like, all right, cool, bro. But I ain't never seen you.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was gonna say.
You know
I think
what
it's
I'm
more of a
saying?
distance thing. So, like when we're all in a tight area, like Hampton Roads, so to speak. You know what I mean? Different areas. But now if we're all out in California and we're just seeing each other for the first time or whatever, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm from Virginia Beach, and you saying you from Portsmouth. Oh, now we part of the same neck of the woods because we're further away and we're not right there again. So that's what I'm saying. Like when you were overseas in Japan and stuff like that, like that's.
I mean, I had no problem with those guys. Like we actually
like-
ended up being pretty cool,
Yeah.
but it was just
Y'all can relate.
yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a familiar.
Y'all from the same area. Y'all can relate. You know what I'm saying? And that's fine. I know
We got
that we can
something in
relate
common.
back to home. You know what I'm saying? I can kick it with you. You know what I'm saying? I can't kick it with a person. I can't relate. We can't. You know, we got to get to know each other. Everything. I mean, we gonna have to get to know each other, but we still pretty much in the same area. So we know some things in the same area. So we can just start talking about things. And you maybe one day you probably been in the one spot together and then you know it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's
But
how
I mean, I just always looked at it as a problem as like, yo, how can, like, I always look at it like the fact that you don't fuck with me home, but then if I see you over here, now we buddies. It's like,
I don't think it's like what you said. You
That's
don't
prison.
me when I'm home.
That's
'cause,
crazy.
Like to go back to like being locked up.
That's prison right there.
So when you in the city, you feel what I'm saying? Like, all right, we locked up in Portsmouth. So we got the Portsmouth Mall. We don't deal with Norfolk, Newport News, Richmond. But when you go to penitentiary, now it's like, well, we from Tidewater. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like I remember, I went to
even-
Mecklenburg, and I'm the only dude from Tidewater in the pod. You feel what I'm saying? The only dude from Tidewater. So now versus me being in the city. You got 30 people that's from Portsmouth, you feel what I'm saying? But now when you go to the penitentiary, it might be 1 or 2 people from Hampton Roads area. You feel what I'm saying? So if I'm from Portsmouth, he from Norfolk, he from the beach, us 3 gonna stick together because now we gotta be with the Northern Virginia guys, the Richmond guys, you feel what I'm saying? That's just how it is.
You feel like you got a sense of familiarity.
But that's how it is.
For instance, KD, like during our army time or whatever, like one of the first things like that we had talked about or whatever, you were talking about that you were from New York and I was from Jersey. So that initially, like, and we in North Carolina, so we far away from home, so to speak. You know what I mean? But he was talking about his time in New York, and I was talking about my time in Jersey, and automatically because we were around a bunch of different other people.
Yeah, it was like, yeah, you got a hot dog? I got a hot dog too. Yeah, we good. Yeah, yeah.
You gotta put
not
that
a-
mustard
not a
on.
glizzy.
You gotta put the mustard on.
Know what I'm saying, son? Yeah, B.
I guess it's
I gotta,
like looking at it like kind of like a strength in numbers type deal. You know, the more, when you're in a foreign place, the more
Is that instinct though?
I think so.
But y'all got stuff to talk about. That's what I'm saying. Like, so if I'm in penitentiary and just like I remember my roommate was from Richmond, we really ain't had nothing. I mean, we really couldn't relate because if I ain't never been in Richmond versus he in Norfolk. Now me and him can relate because we can talk about things that 15 minutes away from each other. But you in Richmond, me and you know, I ain't really never go to Richmond. I got locked up when I was 18. I ain't never go to Richmond, but I've been through Norfolk to get weed. We talk about it, you know what I'm saying? So, me
Hey, bro, you hit that feather and fin?
So, I guess that's how it is.
Yeah.
But I mean, and then,
For sure.
then, but then, like I said, okay. So say if again you seen this Richmond cat before you got locked up, you seen this Richmond cat. He ain't want to fuck with you. You probably seen him on a job site, whatever. But then all of a sudden, boom, y'all in the same spot. This
So
motherfucker say he ain't fuck with you.
fucking with the individual then.
But then it's like y'all both in the unfamiliar spot, right? And then
That don't mean we about to click up. You ain't fuck with me then. I don't fuck with you now.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, but that was my thing locked up.
Yeah.
I might know all y'all.
You could have been from
And we ain't never dealt with each other on the street, but I know all y'all from the street. But we ain't never dealt with each other. But now we locked up. I still don't deal with you because I ain't deal with you on the street. You know what I'm saying? You might come speak every now and then, but I'm gonna keep it moving because I ain't mess with you on the street. I know you from the street, but I ain't mess with you on the street. That's how I roll.
But I mean, again, what we talking about when we meet in certain situations
I
or
think,
certain.
I think you gotta confuse. It's like if I didn't fuck with you on the street, and I don't care if me and you was the only two dudes in Tidewater, and you getting some shit, I ain't about to get into it. You feel what I'm saying? Because I ain't fuck with you on the street, so I'm gonna turn my back. What am I gonna my time on you and got them and you to rob me on the street? You feel what I'm saying? So I think y'all missing the point.
Yeah, because we don't. I don't deal. I seen you get in shit.
Okay, now I get. Yeah, now I can click with
But I ain't let them jump you.
Exactly.
That's what I'm not gonna do. I ain't gonna let them jump you. But I done seen
But
dudes
that doesn't
get,
make sense to me because it's like, yo, if I ain't fuck with you, fuck.
No, but I ain't gonna let them jump you. I'm gonna tell you, stick out how your own, but I ain't gonna let nobody jump you. And me and you from around the way, and I ain't fought you on the street, and you getting into it. I don't know what you getting into it with these dudes about. But what I'm gonna tell these dudes, y'all ain't gonna jump them. Y'all can go 1-on-1 with them, but I ain't gonna let them jump you. That's just the principles right there. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna turn my back on you, even though we ain't fuck with each other on the street, but I ain't gonna turn my back on you when I'm gonna let these niggas just dog you out. No, I ain't let them dog you out. We from the same hood, but we ain't get down together. Okay. But what I'm not gonna do, I ain't let them dog you out. I tell them, you gonna fight them 1-on-1, but y'all ain't gonna jump them.
Cause see, if you do that, then it make where you from look bad. It make it look like niggas from, you know what I'm saying?
But I handle that situation with a lot of dudes because I tell dude, don't come here because a lot of dudes just try to get around me because they know me from the street. They know I'm gonna go hard, but. Don't come around me with that bullshit, cause I ain't letting you ain't gonna get around me and then try to stick your chest out. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Cause you around me.
But that be a lot of the cases too, because again, when it comes to certain situations, they could look at you and be like, "Oh, I need to hang around him because he's that type of dude." Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And they do that.
But then that's the part that kills me a lot because it's like, yo, how when we home is this, but then when we over somewhere else, not even prison. Just being out and about somewhere, and then you see that I'm moving a certain way over here, and now you want to.
I think what Plummer was trying to say, I think I picked up on it exactly. Like, if you actually physically know that person and didn't fuck with them, that's one category. But if we from the same area, but we never interacted or anything like that, then yes, we could be cool in that environment. Yeah, exactly. That's okay. That's what I thought you were saying.
I'm not gonna let you get your clout. I'm not gonna let you get no respect off me trying to get them to stick your chest out. And this ain't when you know you don't stick your chest out. Period. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like wherever I go at, I'm gonna be me. Cause you can't. I'm gonna do what you could. Whatever you think you can do to me, I can do it to you. That's my mentality anyway. Yeah. So wherever I go at, when I went to Missouri, I was an owning motherfucker from Missouri. I don't know nobody over there.
But you had survival, like you had that survivor instinct.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a not something. You know, most people. Well, not most people. You know, like that rare breed always have that survivor instinct. Yeah, it's like you just have the instinct.
Yeah, but in my situation, with my leg being like it is, and I'm way over there in a whole different than dude like that dude got. But I play basketball with these dudes. I bang them up on the court, everything. They looking at me like, this mother ain't scared. This mother got to be about something. You know what I'm saying? But that's how I just care because I feel like I'm going to hold my own. Wherever I go, I'm going to hold my own. Yeah. I don't care where I'm at, I'm going to hold my own. By myself or not, I'm going to hold my own wherever I go because if you don't, then you fucked anyway. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of dudes trying to pick it back off you. You know what I'm saying? Try to be up under you so you can be tough. They know you tough. They want to be up under you so they know if they see me with you, they know I'm with this dude. They know I got, you know what I'm saying? They're going to start respecting me. No, you ain't getting no respect off me.
Go ahead, Santana.
Can I segue to another question once y'all came out? Because my godbrother ain't really speak on it, nor my cousin when they was locked up. Both of them did fed. But the only thing they really talked about was restitution and fucking child support, back child support. What was it like for like paying that shit off? Because I know that shit is a motherfucker. My godbrother stressed that shit to a T. Like that shit was stressful as fuck. Like what is paying that shit off and back paying
and
child
being able
support?
to still live.
That was my biggest fear. That was one of my biggest fear getting out. Child support.
That's the question. That's the
what I
question
did-
all across the board.
So what I did, I talked to my baby mama. I was like, look, this shit been a long time now. Y'all need to go ahead and close them cases. You know what I'm saying? If y'all can go close them cases, I'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? All they could do now is just get the back end off me. You know what I'm saying? It ain't at the point that I'm gonna be facing. I gotta pay this shit every month. Then I go to court. I ain't paying it. This and that. That wasn't the case. Once they closed them cases, I was good. You know what I'm saying? All I can do now is get a job, and they can pick it back off that. Take what they're gonna take out my check. But I ain't never see it. They were taking it out my check, but I never saw it. You know what I'm saying? But they were just getting it back in. You see what I'm saying? It won't like I had to face this shit every month or every other. You know what I'm saying? Go to court because they ain't paying this, ain't paying. Once they closed them cases, I was good. Because shit, that was my biggest fear. 'Cause I know it's gonna be hard. I know guys came back in. They talking about, you know what I'm saying? They were working and getting out. You know what I'm saying? Had a good job, paying $14, $15 an hour, and the people taking all their money. They end up with $60. You know what I'm saying? They working all these hours and they bringing home up with $60 because the child support people taking all the money. So they force them back to the street. That's why we talking about earlier about the system.
Yeah.
The system keep you trapped. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, with that felony and all the other entities that you up against, they're gonna keep you trapped. So you're gonna go right back to the streets and start pumping that dope again, or pump whatever you're doing, or robbing whatever you're doing. They're gonna take you back in the street because you want some money. You want to you're trying to get ahead. You're trying to get yourself out this hole. But the hole is so big you can't get out of it because every time you look up, these people taking. How can you fix that? You know what I'm saying? It's hard to fix it once you in the real. You know what I'm saying? If you're trying to escape this system, you got to do what you got to do. Because
It all comes down to the state that you're in too. Because a few states that I've lived in, they have caps on when it comes to child support. Like when you're in the rears, how much extra they can take. It'd be like a certain percentage. So like North Carolina, they'll only allow an additional 10% of what your child support is. So if you're in the rears, they'll just take 10% more so you can get caught up on your rears slowly.
But that's
obviously, but you're still gonna pay that until it's a $0 balance.
Well, what happens when you in for 15 years?
What if
It's
you
still
never
the same
pay?
thing.
20.
You're just
It
gonna-
don't
On top
go
of
away.
that, I'm just saying that number
you're
is
just gonna
fucking
be-
crazy.
You're
though,
gonna
bruh.
be 15 years in the rears.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
So
Plus
if you're paying-
10%.
So
Which is bull.
So say
You feel me?
right? No, I
It ain't gonna be 10%.
like,
But if you
damn.
never pay, they're gonna get more and more and more. Right? You know what I'm saying? If you ain't never paid,
That was-
they're gonna get more. They're gonna
That
take
was the
more
question
of
I
your
wanted to ask all across the board. Like that was my question. Like you speaking from the child support ring, like from like anybody else can speak on it that actually went through it. Matter of fact, you did 20. So how was it for you, like dealing with the? You go, yeah.
Well, for me, I ain't had to worry about child
Yeah.
support. You know what I'm saying? I got two great baby mothers that, I just wasn't on child support. But like my restitution, like I've been out almost 5 months. I got a payment plan. So once a month, I just pay that small fee. You know what I'm saying? Until I could pay off those fines. You know what I'm saying? So, but if I was on child support, I still probably in my mind would figure out a way how I could get on the payment plan so I could pay this off where they wouldn't take so much out my check. You know what I mean? And also, I had to get on extra grinds. You know what I'm saying? Like my mentality just to get on my grind so I can come up. You know what I mean? Like I got my mom, she's messing with this guy that he go to jail for child support back and forth. I'm like, man, can't you get on a payment plan or something? Because I'm talking about they constantly locking you up. Like get on a payment plan, a system where they won't take all your money. You know what I'm saying?
Going to jail when you're on child support it's counterproductive.
Yeah,
Right,
true indeed.
right.
Yeah,
It's
true
just-
indeed.
That's why I never
You
understood.
just might as well
That's
just
why I
keep
never
on digging
understood
that
the
grave.
system. But hey, man,
Yeah.
But my restitution, they waited because me being locked up for so long,
Yeah.
I ain't had to pay the restitution. You know what I'm saying? They went on and just did away with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They
saying?
see they
That's
wait
why
with half of mine,
What-
and they cut it in half. I'm
That's
like,
why I say
not?
the state and the feds
It's
different.
different,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because they know you're gonna be going along. They're gonna just waive that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because
You always gonna owe
money
me.
off you. while
You ain't
you're
gonna
in.
never be able to pay me back.
Yeah, they waive. You know what I'm saying? So that helped me out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah,
because other than that, after the child support, I knew I ain't had no restitution. So I was like, shit, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? So I was able to get them when I came. I've been working ever since I've been home. I've been working ever since I've been home. 2 weeks after I was home, I was working, and I've been home now 12 years. I've been working ever since. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
That shit.
that
Sound
that's
like
why I
another
say,
way.
man,
That shit sound like another way to get somebody back in there trying to pay that shit.
and see that's
Oh, yeah.
that's that revolving door
Yeah.
system as bullshit that like they just gonna get the money. Like, you know,
Yeah, they want the money.
they want
Oh,
the
as soon
money.
as they in the system, they get the money. 'Cause
Yeah,
the
it's
state
like-
and the Fed fund it.
But y'all know that they charge you for being in jail.
I was about to ask you. Yeah, they charge you.
They
Yeah.
make money.
to be
They
in
make
there,
money
right?
off
Yeah.
of you in jail.
You
So
got-
Yeah,
Hey,
but they also
you got
making
paid
money
to be
off
in
your
jail
bond
now.
too. They making money off you.
exactly.
When I was in the jail, and it might be a little higher now. That shit was, you had to pay $1 a day.
$5 now.
When my people
Get the fuck out of here.
When my people
$5.
used to send me
Whoa.
money, they'd take that shit straight out. So if Kia sending me got me $20,
Yeah, they take it straight off your commissary.
I'm only gonna get $1.
God
Yeah.
damn.
You got
Minus the
to
fee
pay-
though. Ain't another fee? Because
No,
I know,
no,
like,
no
I know,
fee.
like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I got a brother who's incarcerated right now, and they charge me to send the money.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then they whatever he owe, they take that off the top too.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So time I didn't sent him $100. He probably getting maybe 30.
Yep.
Yep.
That's
You know what I'm
crazy
saying?
as
Like
hell.
it's crazy. Like when my deuce was locked up, same thing.
I mean, but that wow.
But yet they got you in there working for 17 cents an hour, which I don't understand because how were you ever able to pay your shit? Like, if you know I owe you money, why wouldn't you up my wages so that way I'd be able to at least pay you off while I'm working?
Well, sometimes you
But
get
that's a jail.
Yeah,
That
in
taking the
jail,
money.
You really don't get nothing.
You ain't working in the jail.
Well, in
But they taking that. They charge you to be in there.
Right.
In the penitentiary, they don't charge you, but in the jail, they charge you and you work for free.
And when you leave, whatever you owe, it'll be waiting on you when you come back.
So if you
Wow.
if you happen to owe
Hold on,
people
explain it. Can y'all break that down?
Because
Go ahead.
if you happen to owe them people
on,
$300 and you come back with $310 in your pocket,
You getting $10.
you want to get $10 put on your books.
Yeah,
Whoa.
yeah. Whatever you owe when you leave, if you ever come back, that
gonna pay.
bill still waiting on you.
Yep.
Damn.
I mean, at the end of the day, you think they're gonna give you 3 hots and a car for free?
Yeah,
all
because the
this fucking
taxes.
tax money.
I mean, it's people pay taxes pay for that.
3 hots and a cot for free.
That's what the people pay taxes for. You know
I mean,
what I'm
but
saying?
shit.
Yeah, nah. Prison system's privately owned.
Huh?
We talked about that on a previous.
Some
podcast.
prisons, some
Yeah,
prisons.
not all of them.
Not all on.
Yeah, not all
Some
of 'em.
prisons privately owned. Some prisons. Not all.
Majority of them are.
No, it ain't.
No. We've been there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you about the private prison. Private prison,
Like red onion.
you can wear clothes like this in the private prison,
Yeah.
but in the regular prison, you ain't wearing this right here. You wearing them state clothes.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. So private prison, all of them ain't private. You know what I'm saying?
It's
Because
only a few- it's
I know it's
only
only a few of them like that. You'll know the ones that like that. Huh?
It's only a few
Yeah.
that's private. When it said,
We know the private prison.
Department of
You know
Correctional,
what I'm saying?
it ain't private.
Yeah. We know the private prison, bro.
It ain't nothing but probably 2-3 of them that's private.
That's all. That's all.
But it's like, okay, that will open another can of worms for me. 'cause
In
it's
Virginia.
like, yo, when-
In Virginia.
I got you.
so I mean, so that's like a state of Virginia thing with the private prison.
No, that's probably every state.
That's every. So I mean, how do like, so what is it? Do they?
So can I pick what prison I go to?
No,
That's,
no,
you can't.
I was
No.
just about to say that.
Like,
Like, shit, can I pick where I go?
That's bullshit.
It's levels.
Once you get there, you can pick up. You can go
What's
to a
that?
prison you want to go to. Once you get there, but
Once
you got to
get
put in a
there,
transfer.
You can pick when you put in a transfer. They give you 3 picks.
Yeah, they can give you. They give you the transfer.
All right, so what you got to do a certain amount of time, and then
About
I
a
be
year.
like, bruh.
About
Oh,
a year,
so
about
after
a
a
year,
year,
yeah.
you can be like, look, I want to go. That's almost like if I'm in college and I'm in goddamn.
Bro, it's like I'm on a boat. You know what?
But the prison
This one ain't
system ran like
working
it ran like the army. It ran like the service. It ran like the military.
I was about to ask that. Do you feel
That's all
that?
I'm
Because
gonna-
see,
yeah.
y'all two been in the military. You know what I'm saying? Do you feel that that's another way of being institutionalized?
Absolutely. I was institutionalized.
That's why.
That's the prison system.
I would say yeah and no.
That's the prison system. What y'all were going
To me,
through, that's the prison system.
I felt like
That's
I
the federal
was in
system.
Look, I was getting paid just like, yo, that's you brainwashed, bro.
Yeah, that's the federal prison. What y'all were going through,
Yeah,
that's what the Fed.
that-
That's what we go through in the Fed. We wear the same thing y'all
You
wear.
wake up in the morning, do the same
Same thing.
bullshit.
The khakis.
Yeah, the
army
army
coats.
suits, the army suits,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
that shit.
The
All that
duffel
shit
bag.
is the
We
same.
got the duffel bag. We got the same thing that they carry in the military. That's what you got in the Feds. The same shit.
So basically,
we on military
basically
time
y'all-
in there and everything.
It
y'all
just
just
that,
privileged.
look, yeah,
y'all just privileged.
I think I
privileged.
just took advantage of the privilege that be going
privileged
side
kids.
up for.
I mean, we would say some shit like Like when we had to do PT in the morning or whatever, like to try to motivate people, be like, yo, you get paid to work out. Stop complaining. You get paid to do this.
Yeah, like you get
Like just trying to.
But you getting paid pennies though.
Oh yeah.
I mean, yeah.
That's the bud.
Hey,
I don't mind being fat, nigga.
hey, man.
Slide me my pork chop.
But they up until recently, they paid you enough to where you couldn't use the system. So like you couldn't get on welfare and you couldn't get food stamps and shit like that. Like they paid you just enough to where you were above that level. So you were right above the struggle.
And that's how. And go ahead.
At a moment's notice, hey, we're deploying. Hey, and
Yeah.
you get a little bit extra.
But we in shitty situations.
Yeah. And then you on complete lockdown because you can't go nowhere without telling somebody or getting approval of something.
Yep.
It's
So
not.
we-
You
Like
can
I always
roam
look,
free
I
on
always
the
look,
base.
I always look.
Fair system.
I always looked at my Iraq deployment and Afghanistan deployment as fucking
prison.
overseas bids. I was in the fucking shit.
I should have joined MSC. I do the fuck I want.
Hey, I'm not
when I want.
Hey, look, I'm not complaining
like-
now. Fucking shit.
It's like
Hey,
you
look.
on base, and I mean you still in the kill zone because they throwing rockets at your
Yeah.
ass. But then when you outside of base on a mission, you definitely in the fucking kill zone.
Yeah, you in the kill zone. Like, bruh, I don't know how many times I had to hang up the phone. Hey, mom, I'm call you right back.
Hear that shit in the background.
Oh shit.
Fuck.
Damn, that's fucking crazy, man.
But
That's
shit,
crazy as
man.
fuck.
But that's crazy but that's just the systematic shit, right? And then it's like we just fall victim to the systematic shit in all walks of life, bro.
All categories.
if it-
of
all
shit.
walks
I
of
got
life.
a question. If it was one thing that you could improve as far as the prison system, what would it be? Anybody. One thing, one
Y'all
main
wanna
thing.
take- what would y'all look?
What was something that you would say? Okay, this right here will help us get to where we need to be.
Well, first of all, a lot of programs got cut
Yeah, I was
in the system.
Okay.
So far as what's going on there in this system, you know what I'm saying? No, the education, the trades, the programs, all that has been taken away.
But I
You
think
know what I'm
that's
saying?
even outside. Like, yo,
Yeah.
I remember the wood shop class in high school,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
like
what's
they
it
had.
called?
We had all that when on my first prison bit. We had all that: paint shop, body shop, wood shop, carpentry. We had everything, plumbing. You had everything in there. It wasn't nothing that you couldn't do in that motherfucker to come out.
Votech. Wasn't that what it was called?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Votech. Yeah.
Votech.
We had all
They
that
don't
in
even
the
have- They
system.
don't even have.
But
Votech
now
right
it's up to you. One time you had to go to school. Now it's up to you to go to school. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things been taken away in education. As far as getting your GED is basically the only thing in there now. You know what I'm saying? Everything now. You want to go get your college degree. Back then it was free. Now you got to pay for it yourself. You know what I'm saying? All that shit been taken. It's just so hard now. And the prison system is so hard now. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got all these gangs in there now. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody really trying to learn nothing. Everybody's still trying to be with this bullshit that they come in with from the streets. Everybody a part of the game now. You know, it's more gangs.
But it's like that. To me, the gang keeps the prison populated.
Yeah, because this is what they want. This is part
Yeah,
of the
exactly.
system.
Again,
Yeah, this is
so
part of
it's
the
like
system.
if I could program this stupid motherfucker to be gang banging, he's gonna keep money in my pocket.
Yeah, 'cause
as
now
a
you go.
politician.
Now you go in there and know to ask you. When I first went to the Fed, they asked me what gang you in. I said, what gang? I ain't in no damn gang. I said, why you ask that? He said, no, because we need to know so we can put you where you need to be. So
See,
that
that's
messed me up
crazy.
right there, right?
But
Because I'm like,
that's
now,
crazy.
I'm like, damn. What the hell? So I ain't in the game. What the hell they gonna put me down there? You know what I'm saying? I said, it don't matter, but I'm gonna be me. But I ain't part of no game. But they ask you that, man. They ask you what game you in, so they can put you where you supposed to be. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because
That's
you got to think like it's certain camps you might go on and you in this unit, and it's a unit full of Bloods. This a unit full of Crips. This a unit full of GDs, and it's like real talk. If you ain't a part of something, you ain't using no phone. Like literally, they got 3 phones.
Yeah, you ain't get on that damn phone.
That's that's a blood phone.
Yeah.
This is for the phone for the Crips. This is the phone for the GDs, and that one broke phone, that's for population. So you might go literally 2 weeks without talking to anybody because now you be like, all right, but look, this is my homeboy. I'm gonna go ahead and let him get on the phone. And that shit real. You ain't touching that phone. I'm talking about the phone. Ain't nobody on the phone. And you might, hey, look, man, you think I can make a phone call? Nah. And that's how it go down. I don't care what you say. See, you ain't touching that phone.
That's fucked up.
Damn. Yeah, that's how it is. That shit real.
So you say the programs. What about you, Cuzzo? How you feel? What's one thing that you would try to improve or say this needs to be improved?
Yeah, I would say programs too because that's a part of rehabilitation. You know what I mean? Like if I got an opportunity to change myself for a program to help me get off of drugs or get a trade where I can be successful in life, I need that program. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't even have those opportunities. Like you said, they taking those programs away, them schoolings away, before I can educate myself and make myself a better person. You know what I'm saying? Them programs, bro, they are needed in there, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need. That's what they need.
Okay.
I would say the same thing because like I said, I took up a electrical trade and I came home and I ran with it. You feel what I'm saying? Now I'm very successful at being an electrician. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so definitely, you feel what I'm saying? Definitely.
Okay. I think personally, maybe certain crimes sentences need to be adjusted.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there is no way possible a fucking pedophile is only getting, 3, 4, 5 years while a fucking murderer or a drug dealer.
You mean 3 to 5, 6 months?
You feel me? Like in a drug dealer because I sold
and
a
3
key.
months probation.
I'm getting 20 years.
12 months served already.
Yeah, like that shit is ridiculous.
And I know
I think that needs to be adjusted.
I know I'm about to open up a wound, but how do y'all feel about that? Like, you getting all these years for drugs, but then you see like pedophiles coming in and out of the system.
In and out, like it ain't nothing.
How do mentally that fuck y'all up?
Honestly,
It don't cross my mind.
They get isolated when they go in.
It ain't fucked me up, but I mean, it's just it's fucked up. But it ain't. I mean, mentally. It ain't do nothing.
But that's why pedophiles never put.
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying. Only time you deal with it, or hear about it, when you get locked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the other time out here in the streets, you ain't paying that shit no mind. You know what I'm saying? You ain't. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just speaking that from like when you inside and you see that. Like again, if I'm inside and I see this cat coming in and he's a pedophile, but he only getting 3 months.
You really not gonna know that though. You ain't gonna really know that.
So you wouldn't know that?
No, hell no. That motherfucker can tell you that shit, man. Only way that shit get if a CEO tell you, and the shit get out like that. But if he's saying something about it, he ain't gonna say shit about it. So you and then they lie about what they in there for.
Exactly. Yeah.
They'll tell you something, but they'll tell you I'm in there for something else. But the whole time they in there for a pedophile, raping a little girl or molesting a little kid. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna tell you. A CEO will tell you because they don't like him. And they'll say, that motherfucker in for pedophile. They mess with a little kid. And then that shit travel.
Get on his top.
That shit travel.
Yep, every time.
Then he get transferred to another building or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's why they're always isolated.
Yeah,
they're never put in gym pop or anything like that because.
No, they go to gym pop. Then they might check
in. Be low key.
Yeah, now if they shit was on the news or something, but even still, they gonna go to general pop unless they tell like, man, look, I want to check in.
But they got a system, they got a prison for them now. Yeah. They don't send them to the regular prison. They send them to that prison.
So they got a special prison.
Where majority of pedophiles at.
Look, I don't mean to laugh at that, but that's crazy.
Yeah,
that's fucked up.
The 6 of us were in
I always
that
thought
prison,
they were.
Where that pedophile, well, the 7 of us, if we were in that prison and we knew there was 3 pedophiles in there, they ain't making it to the next day.
Oh no, we gonna get you.
Somebody get raped. Somebody get raped. Somebody get turned out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
If they send them to a major and they found out this motherfucker pedophile, he's done.
He done.
Yeah. Dang. Take all your stuff.
So that's why, like he said, they got a special, or even if they go to this certain penitentiary, they're gonna have a special part for them.
Yeah, all of them in that dorm right there. And they don't come.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's one that's gonna be in general pop, and then
no, they protect their ass.
Know what he in there for. That he actually get what the fuck he deserves.
Nah, it's like I say, everybody. You feel what I'm saying? Like we was talking about, like the gangs. They gonna, if you a Crip or Blood, they gonna send you to the Blood. They really not gonna send a Blood to a Crip party.
Yeah, but they know he don't get his ass whooped. Damn near dead. Yeah.
And then majority of them dudes get in there, they lie about their charges, they lie about what they doing. A lot of them do that, you know what I'm saying? To try to make themselves look this way, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of them being in line about a lot of shit anyway, so you can't believe half the dudes you run across no way, you know what I'm saying? So
So they can put their ass in the category to make sure they get the money out of the motherfucker.
Hell,
Pretty much. That's what they're doing.
and that's crazy as hell.
That's crazy.
Well,
shit.
L's, man, look, close us out, bro. I know we
I don't even really want to close out. I kind of want to
I just appreciate.
I want to put on the guests and let them close out and give them motivation for the motherfuckers to actually listen to us.
Exactly what I was about to
And
say,
these
bro.
fools.
I just
Cause
appreciate.
we appreciate y'all for coming
y'all
on, finesse your feelings. You know
Not
what
only,
I'm saying?
not only that though, I appreciate y'all being able to go through what y'all went through and evolve.
And have
That's
a,
what I appreciate.
and have a story to tell.
Have a story to
positive
tell
story.
and be able to teach. Like I said, each one teach one, man. I truly appreciate that shit.
I mean,
I really thrive on that.
Because if it isn't for guys like you, then the younger ones and stuff like that, they're not going to know that they actually have a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all here showing a testament that, hey, you done served some time, you did some fucked up shit, you're trying to turn your life around. It is possible.
Word.
You guys are the evolution of there is a possibility that, yeah, you did some fucked up shit, you served your time, but you could be a good person. You could still strive in life. You could still give back. You could still be, you know,
A
financially
positive-
stable,
a positive person,
influence.
a
Like, you
positive-
guys
yeah.
are that.
Positive.
I mean,
And
this
that's
is-
what
this-
that's
this
what
is-
people
this
need
is
to
a-
see, that it is possible.
yeah, but the only person
In short words, this is exactly what Financial Fitness is about, to give people the platform for us to grow and teach one. So y'all can close it out. I'm
So the
just gonna
thing
say
is, you know what I'm saying,
financialfitness.com when y'all done.
you the only one in your way, you know what I'm saying? You have two things when you wake up in the morning. You had a chance and a choice. You know what I'm saying? So
I like that.
you have to understand what you're gonna do with that. You know what I'm saying? If given the chance, what choice you gonna make? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, so you got to figure it out from there, man. You know what I'm saying? So like I tell the person, man, it's to each his own. You know what I'm saying? Whatever path you choose to take, make sure you go at it the right way and do it the right way. You know what I'm saying? If you feel better, you're gonna do better. You know what I'm saying? So hey, it's up to you.
That's Daddy Rich.
Talk to him.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, gentlemen in the back. Go ahead, take your moment. Go say what you got to say.
Okay, I just want to close out with just saying, you know, to the masses, to the youth, don't be a statistic. You know what I mean? Be an example.
Word.
You know what I mean? And just grow from there, man. If you want better, do better. With that, I'll be peace.
Man,
that.
I hope y'all catching these words, bro.
I hope
You heard
so.
that, right? He said, don't be a statistic, be an example.
Word.
Ooh,
Don't worry about it. Everything that they say will be a clip, and we're gonna keep on posting this shit.
Yes, sir.
ooh.
Go ahead.
All I got to say is, you know, it don't matter where you come from. You feel what I'm saying? Like me, you know, I came from the projects. I went to penitentiary, but when I was done, you know, I got a career now.
Tell them about
I got my own house.
Tell 'em
With my
about it.
second house that I bought.
Tell 'em
you feel
about
what I'm
it.
saying?
Talk to him.
I got multiple cars.
Tell them about
And I'm
it.
doing everything the right way now. You feel what I'm saying? And I got 3 felonies on my record, but I don't let that hold me back.
Tell them
There
about
you
it,
go.
I can
boss.
work on any base now. You get what I'm saying? I got my
There you
dirt
go.
rights back, everything. It's possible.
And we doing way better than we was when we were hustling. We got
Word.
way more. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
can that be glorified for the people in the back in YouTube land?
There is not an issue with you going to work.
And look,
It is okay.
And it's not knocking the hustlers, because you know you
It's
gotta
not.
hustle too.
Yeah, hey.
But look, I'm gonna
But a
kill
hustle
you.
ain't always got to be illegal.
Exactly. I'm gonna kill you right there because at the end of the day, I still got that hustle in me. I just don't sell drugs. I got a different hustle now. I don't gotta look over my shoulder. I just got a different hustle now.
Word.
That's it.
Yeah.
It's a million way to hustle. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be illegal. You know what I'm saying? You can hustle legally. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, you know what I'm saying? The hustle is the hustle. It's a hustle in you.
Hustle in you.
You know what I'm saying?
Look.
You can hustle.
It's in you.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
But
look.
make sure you hustling the right way. That's all.
Hey, look, that sugar factory is hustling the hell out y'all ass.
This
I'm trying to tell you.
motherfucker can't go episode without saying sugar.
Fuck 'em.
Oh shit!
FinesseYourFeelings.com, damn it.
And I definitely appreciate all the fellas coming in, sharing their stories, and teaching everybody that tune in to the Financial Feeling Podcast.
Hey.
Like we always say, this is food for thought. Y'all motherfuckers ain't paying attention. Y'all do the dishes. But anyway, that's another episode. Simply Chris,
Hey.
L. Santana, KD Ron, Easy. Thank you. Y'all feelings got finesse. Hope y'all tuned in and got
Yeah.
some information, man.
You did.
You got finessed.
Damn. Ooh. Damn.
God.
Ooh. Damn.
And we see y'all later.
Gone.
We out of here.